Live in the studio tonight, there's comedian George Smilovici.
Okay, now, wait, chisel, please. That was very funny, but not as funny as our comedian joining us tonight. One of Australia's best credentialed and certainly one of the toughest in Australia. Would you please, mate, welcome George, I'm so tough, Smilovici.
All right. I am stoked. But I'll tell you what, I'm not tough, mate. I just can't stand up here and bullshit to you people. No, really. Every time I start feeling good, I end up feeling bad before I was feeling good. Because I was feeling good, it's a weird Jewish guilt trip I'm going through. I've got to feel bad before I feel good. If I don't feel bad first, I can't feel good later. The Catholics will understand. I'll give you an example of my guilt, right? Like whenever I'm making love, I start thinking about all the ugly people who can't. Anyway, I think it's really cool when ugly people make love to each other because it keeps them out of circulation. Look, I know it's cruel, but you know what they say? It's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside that counts. Well, if that's true, why don't ugly people stay inside? The world is screwed up. Everybody's lying. Shut up! Everybody's lying. The whole world's about spin. If Hitler was still alive, he'd be on Dancing with the Stars. Saddam Hussein is really Cat Stevens. Yasser Arafat is really Ringo Starr with a tea towel on his head. Danny DeVito is really Robert De Niro after being hit by a lift. John Howard is really Mr. Sheen. Kevin Rudd is an anorexic Teletubby. The world is screwed up. I'm telling you, the world is screwed up. Half the people in the world are starving. The other half are on a diet. Why don't they just swap? And everybody would be happy, right? The other night I went to this restaurant. The waitress walks over to me. She says, "What would you like to drink?" I said, "Nothing." So she brought me an empty glass. Then I had to pay for it. I'm looking through the menu. It says roast lamb resting on a bed of rice. Resting! This lamb wasn't dead, it was sleeping! I sat there and looked at it. The waiter says, "There's something wrong with your food." I said, "No, I'm just waiting for it to wake up." I think it's really impolite to eat someone while they're asleep. Unless you're really in love. You people are sick. I keep on looking through the menu, crumbed lamb's brains. No wonder the sheep are walking around going, anti-pasta. I don't want to take sides. Chicken breast stuffed with hazelnuts. Why can't they use silicone like everybody else? Cured ham. What was wrong with it in the first place? I don't want to eat that. Maybe it's just in remission. Kidneys on a menu. Does that mean there's some cow on a dialysis machine? Virgin olive oil. What's the alternative? Oil that's been around? Yes, slut olive oil. Look, I'm trying to relax. I know you want to cuddle me. And then the waitress walks over to me. She says, I said, "Look, what's for dessert?" She says, "Strawberry surprise." I said, "Well, thanks a lot for ruining the surprise." I finished my food. The waitress walks over to me with a little plate, with a little piece of paper, and it's saying, "Thank you." I wrote, "You're welcome," and I pissed off. The other night I went to this bar and I met this guy. He told me I only had 6 hours to live and would I stay and drink with him all night. I said, "It's okay for you, mate. You don't have to get up in the morning." I mean, really, wouldn't you be pissed off if you're on death row and they brought in daylight saving? got to go. Bye-bye. Thank you.
All the guys in action, and he is very, very funny. He cheered me up, and I'll probably be sad again in a moment. But,
George is back. George